Okay, so hello everybody, nice to meet you here in this presentation of our university, Weihenstephan-Triesdorf University of Applied Sciences. My name is Ramona Müller. I work at the international office of this university, and I'm here together with my colleague Miriam Festel-Dotzky, also from the international office, but from the other campus.
Hello everybody.
We want to present our university and what we have to offer, and well, maybe we will be able to welcome you later on here in Germany.
Yeah, and if you have questions, you can write them in the chat.
Okay, so maybe I'm not sure if some others will join a bit later, so we thought we might start with a video of our university. So let me just share my screen, and so you can already get a first glimpse of what you can expect here.
Was einen erwartet, wenn man hier den Studiengang anfängt, ist auf jeden Fall ein toller Zusammenhalt unter den Studenten. Man hat einen tollen Mix aus Praktika und Vorlesungen.
Durch diese räumliche Nähe zwischen Wohnort und Studienplatz entwickelt sich einfach so eine ganz andere Atmosphäre, auch zwischen den Studierenden.
Der Praxisbezug ist uns deswegen so wichtig, weil wir die Studierenden optimal auf das Berufsleben vorbereiten wollen.
Die Natur spielt eine große Rolle. Es geht um Umwelt, man muss sie erleben, man muss sie fühlen können, man muss wissen, was in ihr passiert.
Dadurch, dass wir relativ wenige Studenten in den einzelnen Studiengängen sind, können wir halt einfach sehr intensiv lernen.
Man ist einfach wirklich nah dran an den Lehrenden und auch nah dran an den Themen, und das ist eine gute Mischung hier in der HSWT.
Es ist einfach stark, weil man dieses Miteinander hat und weil es sehr familiär ist, weil man schnell Leute kennenlernt und schnell Freundschaften schließt.
Im Praxissemester ist immer möglich, ins Ausland zu gehen. Es kommen auch viele Studenten aus anderen Ländern hierher. Es ist immer ganz spannend, wen man hier alles kennenlernen kann.
Die Praxis kommt vor allem daher, dass wir das, was wir in der Vorlesung lernen, direkt anschauen und dass man einfach wirklich nah an der Praxis dran ist.
Das Wichtigste ist eigentlich, dass man motiviert hier ankommt und dass man Lust auf das Fach hat. Für alles andere sorgen wir.
Boah, es ist super.
Okay, so this was our university. So now let's get to our presentation. You may have realized that in the video everyone was talking in German, but don't worry, we also have English programs to offer. So if you're more interested in English programs, then just stay where you are at the moment, and we'll get to that later on. Okay, our university is a so-called University of Applied Sciences. We teach applied sciences for life. So what does that mean? Our portfolio is quite focused on green engineering programs. We have a very practice-oriented education. Of course, all our professors are also excellent in terms of scientific experience. And we also have a lot of research activities that are also really focused on how to apply everything to real life. Our course offer, well, we cover the following subject areas: agricultural sciences, digitalization and technology, nutrition and food, climate and environmental protection, ecology and environmental planning, business and management. A more detailed list will follow later on. As I have said, we are a so-called University of Applied Sciences. I know that is something which is not very common in other countries. In Germany, we have this difference. We have University of Applied Sciences and we have universities. The main idea is that in University of Applied Sciences, the bachelor's program consists of 6 semesters of theoretical study plus 1 practical training semester. In this practical training semester, you will get additional experience. And this usually also helps our students to get a job directly after finishing the bachelor's. In the normal universities, you only have those theoretical semesters. Oops, sorry. And later on, more students go on to the master's program. Of course, even if you study at the University of Applied Sciences, this does not mean that you are not able to change to a university afterwards. So if you complete a bachelor's at the University of Applied Sciences, you can then study at a university afterwards. Or if you do your bachelor's at a university, you can afterwards do your master's at the University of Applied Sciences. And of course, with the master's of the University of Applied Sciences, you can also go for a PhD program later on. We have two campuses. We have one campus in Weihenstephan and one campus in Triesdorf. And at those two campuses, we offer a total of 20 bachelor's programs and 12 master's programs. From our master's programs, we have 5 programs with international orientation, which means that they are either taught in English or taught in cooperation with international universities. And in addition to this, we also have some specific exchange programs, which are also, well, some of them especially for Ukrainian students. Those are more short-term programs, like a study exchange of 1 semester. To give us a better idea of what you would like to do, we have prepared a small survey. Let me just, I hope you can see the survey now. So it's basically for us to know which kind of program you're interested in, if you would like to go for a bachelor's program or a master's program, if you want to study in German or in English, which also helps us a bit to know what to focus on in our presentation. So maybe just try to complete those questions, and then we will finish the survey shortly and go back to the presentation. Okay, so I think I will stop the survey in about 1 minute. Okay, so thank you for your participation in the survey. I will now end the survey. I think you can now also see the results. So most of you are interested in bachelor's programs, some also in master's program, and well, very small number in those exchange semesters. About half of you are interested in German programs, the other half in English programs. And well, most of you did not yet inform yourself about our university, but that's not a problem because we will get to this part now. Okay, finish this and go back to the presentation. Well, as I said, we have 2 campuses, one in Weihenstephan and one in Triesdorf. I don't know how familiar you are with Germany. So at the left side, you can see a map of Germany. In dark green, you can see Bavaria. And then on the right side, you can see our 2 campuses in Bavaria. And I think, well, you can probably already see that those 2 campuses are a bit far away from each other. So it's a distance of about 150 kilometers between Weihenstephan and Triesdorf, sorry. So it's a good idea to make up your mind in advance on which campus you would like to study. We will get to the differences of those 2 campuses soon. Okay, our university in some short numbers, we have a total of about 6,000 students, about 3,900 in Weihenstephan, 2,200 in Triesdorf, which is our smaller campus. We have about 650 international students and about 60 students currently studying for a PhD. The total number of employees about 830 with 155 professors and about 400 lecturers in all our programs. And what is also a bit special about a university is that we are certified according to the EMAS Plus guidelines, which are specific guidelines regarding environmental and sustainability performance, and also equality, gender, and diversity. So let's now come to our campuses. This is our campus in Weihenstephan. There we have 5 departments: the Department of Bioengineering, Horticulture and Food Technology, Landscape Architecture, Forestry, and Sustainable Agriculture and Energy Systems. Our degree programs are listed here, so we try to make this a bit clearer with the distinction of the colors. The programs highlighted in blue are our undergraduate programs. The ones in orange are the postgraduate programs. And then you have some programs highlighted here with this star symbol. Those are our programs offered in English. English programs is something we only offer in the postgraduate level. Our bachelor's programs, all of them are taught in German. So in Weihenstephan, the Sustainable Agriculture and Energy Systems Department offers agribusiness, agriculture, management of renewable energies on the undergraduate level, and a master's program in agricultural management, business management, and renewable energy entrepreneurship on the postgraduate level, and also a special program for animal health management, but this is only for persons who are already practicing veterinarians, so a bit special. The Department of Landscape Architecture offers 2 bachelor's programs called Landscape Architecture and Landscape Construction and Management, and 2 English master's programs, the Master Climate Change Management, which is taught in cooperation with 2 other from our departments, and the International Master of Landscape Architecture, which is offered in cooperation with a 2nd university in Germany. The Department of Horticulture and Food Technology offers brewing and beverage technology, food technology, horticulture, and organic food products and business on the undergraduate level. And a master's program in food quality, which is partially taught in Weihenstephan and partially on the other campus in Triesdorf. The Department of Forestry offers arboriculture and urban forestry management and engineering in forestry, and a master's program in international management of forestry, which is taught in cooperation with a university in Switzerland. And all students in this degree program get a double degree, which means they get a certificate from our university and a 2nd degree certificate from the partner university in Switzerland. And the Department of Bioengineering has applied informatics, biotechnology, and a master's in biotechnology and bioengineering. The master's program is also offered in cooperation with a 2nd university in Munich, which is quite close to our campus. Here you can see some impressions from Freising or Weihenstephan. On the left side, this is a view of our campus. The second one is one of the laboratories we have here on campus. This one is the tree ring laboratory, which is used to examine tree samples. But of course, we have other laboratories, for example, for students from brewing and beverage technology or food technology, or of course, biotechnology. You have seen that all our programs are very green, which means that we have a lot of gardens around, a lot of plants, where students will also do some practical work. And of course, we also have computers on our campus. We have special IT rooms, which our students can always use. They are freely accessible, which are equipped with all the special programs you might need for your degree program. And something also a bit special is that we have an educational forest, which is, for example, used from the Department of Forestry, but not only, also other disciplines will use this forest. At the campus, we are also working with other institutions. We have, for example, the Weihenstephan-Triesdorf Wood Center. This is a cooperational project from our university together with the Technical University of Munich, which also has a campus in Freising-Weihenstephan, and the Bavarian State Forestry Institute. And in Weihenstephan, we also have a close cooperation with the Bavarian State Research Center for Agriculture. And we also cooperate with the Technical University of Munich in other aspects or areas. So probably you do not know a lot about Freising or Weihenstephan. Weihenstephan is a part of a city called Freising, which is a small city, but also very close to Munich. And we have a lot of greenery around, beautiful environment. So it's quite easy to go to the Bavarian Alps, for example. Freising is a very young city, which means that 1 in 7 of Freising's 50,000 inhabitants is a student. So I think a short time ago, we have been classified the youngest city in Bavaria. And if you look for housing Freising, the Munich Student Union has several halls of residence here where you can apply for housing. Okay, so let me hand over to my colleague Miriam, who will now present the Triesdorf campus.
Yes, thank you very much, Ramona. Let's go to Triesdorf then, and I also say hello to Ludmila Kamsin. She also teaches here at Triesdorf campus. And Ludmila, feel free to add something if I forget something, especially concerning the online semester, which we will talk about in a minute. Okay, so Triesdorf is a little bit smaller than Weihenstephan. It has 2 departments, the department Agriculture, Food and Nutrition, and the second one, Environmental Engineering. Which study programs do they offer? The first one, Agriculture, Food and Nutrition, offers on bachelor's level the study program Agriculture and Agricultural Engineering. And on master's level, we offer the International Master Agricultural Management and the English taught Master Farm Management, which is basically very similar to the International Master Agricultural Management, but as I've said, it's taught completely in English. And there are many international students studying this one, of course. Then there is Foodstuff Management as an undergraduate program and Nutrition and Food Supply Management. And the department also offers the Master Regional Management, which from next year on will also offer an English taught summer program. I will talk about this in a minute. The second department, Environmental Engineering, offers climate neutral energy systems on bachelor level, environmental engineering, and water technology. And on master's level, we have the Master in Environmental Engineering. So in total, we offer 7 undergraduate programs and 4 postgraduate programs. Here are some impressions of our campus, which is, well, I would say as beautiful as Weihenstephan. I wouldn't make a difference there. But what's special about our campus is that it is located in a small village. So you will find a lot of green around you. Students, our trial fields are just behind the campus, or the campus is in the middle of trial fields, you could say. And here you can see a group of students just on the trial field with a tractor in the background, and that gives you a quite good impression of our location here. And I brought some other pictures of 2 students doing some cooking in our kitchens that are for our study programs, and others from probably climate neutral energy systems also going out in the field and having a look at our solar panels. And you can see that here in Triesdorf, the study programs have quite a high practical factor. So you go out on excursions a lot, and you will be out in nature a lot. Of course, a little bit depending on what you study here. And some more pictures of one of our historical buildings on the left side, and a student in a laboratory on the other side, on the right-hand side. To give you a better impression of Triesdorf and of the campus here, I brought a picture of this network, which shows that HSWT, the University of Applied Sciences, with its campus here in Triesdorf, is only one part of a bigger educational center in Triesdorf. So you can see we have also, for example, the Higher Agricultural School located here in Triesdorf, the Agricultural Machinery School, for example, and also the Animal Husbandry School, which is why you will find many stables around here, like, for example, the sheep stable. So Triesdorf is a huge educational center with students from different areas, and of course also students studying at our campus. And here are some more impressions of the campus buildings, historical buildings on the one hand, and modern state-of-the-art buildings on the other hand. And, well, more pictures of stables, which today are no longer used, historical stables. Well, this gives you some impression of our location here. What is it like to live here in Triesdorf? Well, it is, as I've already kind of hinted at, Germany's smallest university location, because, well, the place Triesdorf, or Weihenbach-Triesdorf, because Weihenbach just belongs to Triesdorf, counts only around 3,000 inhabitants, and more than 2,000 students in total. So there are really almost as many students living here as normal inhabitants. It's a modern center for agriculture, nutrition, environment, and energy. That's what you saw when looking at our study programs, and it's situated in the middle of the green, as I've already said, with our trial fields, the gardens, and the stables just around the corner. I've shown you some historical buildings. This has a lot to do with our place's history. So you will find quite beautiful buildings here. And on the other hand, state-of-the-art, very modern university buildings, and also state-of-the-art stables where you can learn. I've just had a glimpse at the chat. So here comes what it's like to live in Triesdorf, and an information on the prices. So as Triesdorf is quite a small place, just in the middle of an area that is more rural, not so close to bigger cities, it's quite affordable here. And private accommodation costs are quite low compared to other places like, for example, Munich, Frankfurt, or Berlin. And of course, we can offer beautiful surroundings and a wide range of leisure opportunities. In one picture, you've just seen our huge Altmühl Lake in the background. Well, that was the part on Triesdorf. Now I'd like to hint at some more international figures and activities, as you might be interested in how many international students are right now studying at HSWT. Well, there are around 650 international students currently studying here. We count 145 university partnerships all over the world. We offer 5 international English taught master's programs, or part of it is taught in English, and various double degrees with partner universities, as Mrs. Müller has already mentioned before. Well, you can't only study here as an international degree-seeking student, you can also just visit our institution for a short-term exchange program, for example, for 1 semester. You can do an Erasmus semester or a semester abroad, which might be promoted by another scholarship. Maybe you should inform yourself at your university about this. You can also come and do a summer school. For example, here in Triesdorf, we offer summer schools for specifically Ukrainian students as well. And we also offer international training programs for staff of partner universities. I've just heard from Ludmila that in the next couple of weeks, there will be visitors from Ukraine, from your colleges or some of your colleges. Triesdorf campus offers 3 more programs, exchange programs that are quite special and might also be interesting for you. The Bachelor Summer Program, Food, Agriculture and Nutrition, the Master Summer Semester, Sustainable Regional Development, which is also called Village Semester, and we offer an online semester, and many Ukrainian students take part in this. I will talk about these programs. I will go a little into depth, and Ludmila, please add something if you know more about it, if I forget something, especially regarding the online semester. So first of all, the Bachelor Summer Program, Food, Agriculture and Nutrition, is a 4-month scholarship financed, which might be interesting for you, and English taught intensive study program at our campus here in Triesdorf. And the next round will start in spring, on April the 22nd in 2024. It's aimed at undergraduate bachelor students in their 2nd year of studies or advanced, which are enrolled in related fields, which means in the field of food, agriculture or nutrition. The focus is, well, the program will give you an insight into the general structure of the agricultural, food and farming industry in Germany, which might be interesting for you, and as well into current trends and development in this field. Our current partner university in Ukraine for this program, and we had 1 student from Ukraine in last term's program, are right now Mykolaiv State Agrarian University, the Sumy National Agrarian University, the National University of Water and Environmental Management in Rivne, and the National University of Life and Environmental Sciences of Ukraine in Kiev. So if you study at one of these universities, you might get some information about this program and might be able to take part in this. Well, how does application work? You must be nominated by the partner university, and then you can fill in an online application. Plus, you will have an online interview with the department, which will then decide if you can take part or not. Okay, then the next program is the Master Summer Semester, Sustainable Regional Development, also called Village Semester. It's an English taught summer term study program, also here in Triesdorf, and the first round ever will start next year on March 11th. It's now aimed at master's students that are enrolled in a field that is relevant in regional development. And this program will give you insight into the fundamentals of sustainable regional development and related fields. And the focus is also on the development of personal and professional skills, since it's already a master's program. And if you're interested, if you're already, well, planning your master or are in your master studies, then you can write a mail to exchange@studies.de. You then also have to fill in an online application, and there will be an online interview with our regional management department. Okay, and then let's get to the third program, which might be probably at your stage the program that is right now the most relevant to you, which is the International Online Semester Food, Agriculture and Nutrition. It's a program or an online semester taught in English. Some of the courses are in English and some of them are even offered in Ukrainian. And it's also in the fields of agriculture, food and nutrition. What is important, it starts not on the 1st of October as usual semester starts, but already on September the 1st, and the next round will start on September the 1st in 2024. It's aimed at undergraduate students in their second year or advanced, and postgraduate students from partner universities. And you can look them up on our website. There are even more Ukrainian universities partners than I've mentioned for the other program. So I think around 6 or 7. You can do a possible workload of up to 30 European credits, which can be acknowledged at your home university. And what's special, there is no tuition fee. You will only pay approximately around 70 euros. Right now, the semester fee is 67 euros. And what are your benefits to do this? Well, first of all, you are spatially independent. You can study from everywhere, kind of. You don't have to pay tuition fee. You are at the same time enrolled at our university as a student, and you are, of course, enrolled at your home university. And you can choose from a wide range of high-quality courses, including German classes and, well, classes on bachelor's and master's level. And of course, this will give you an opportunity to get an insight into German university teaching without coming here yourself, which might be easier for some of you. Well, how does application work? You also have to be nominated, but I think there are some exceptions. You can also write a mail and apply yourself. And you can apply via this mail address, onlinesemester.lt@hswt.de. Ludmila, would you like to add something?
Доброго дня, шановні студенти! Вітаю вас! Моє ім'я Людмила Камзін. 2006 року я закінчила університет прикладних наук Weihenstephan-Triesdorf, і з минулого року я працюю тут як координатор онлайн-семестру. Коротенько хотіла б розповісти вам, як проходить онлайн-семестр цього року. На даний момент у нас близько 160 онлайн-студентів. Більшість студентів – це студенти українських університетів. На даний момент ми співпрацюємо з 6 українськими університетами. В переліку вже стояли 4, і хочу ще додати, що також до цих університетів відноситься Вінницький аграрний університет та місто Полтава. Якщо ви є на даний момент студентами цих університетів і маєте бажання прийняти участь у навчанні наступного року, будь ласка, подавайте свої заявки чи напишіть мені адресу електронну, ви бачите внизу, це онлайн-семестр lt@hswt.de. Якщо будуть запитання до мене, напишіть в форумі, я тут. І хочу додати, що у нас працюють українськомовні колеги в університеті, то ми на протязі всього онлайн-семестру підтримуємо студентів, допомагаємо їх словом і ділом, тому не зволікайте, не соромтеся, підтримку ми вам гарантуємо. Дякую за увагу.
Okay, thank you. I didn't get anything what you said, but I think now you are well informed about the online semester. And if you have any questions, please use this mail address to get in touch. Okay, now many of you already asked about the costs here. We will come to this in a second. Ramona, would you like to add something? Oh, it's not your turn. Sorry. I hand over to my colleague again.
Yes, okay, so let's have a look at the benefits of studying at our university. So, well, the benefit of studying at our university is basically that you have no tuition fee, with one exception. We got to that later. So you only have to finance yourself and living in Germany to finish the studies. And then all our programs are very practice-oriented. As you have seen, you have a lot of internships that are part of the program. You will always have a close contact with potential future employers. You can, for example, also write your bachelor's or master's thesis in cooperation with a company. And, well, you still have the scientific excellence on campus. You have the practical semester. And both campuses are still quite, well, small campuses, I would say, in beautiful locations, but with a familiar atmosphere because we are so small. And still we have a vibrant international student life. So if you want to know how to get to a university, Miriam has already told you how this works for the special exchange programs. In addition, if you want to come to our university as a standard exchange student, I would say what you need is studies in a relevant field. Of course, sufficient language skills in the language of study, usually B1, B2 in German or English, and you have to apply directly via our university's international office. If you want to come to a university and get a degree here, usually you will have to get a so-called VPD first. So first of all, finish college in Ukraine, then apply for the so-called VPD or preliminary review documentation at UniAssist, which is an external organization that works with us and that helps us to check educational certificates from all over the world. You have to submit your documents there and they will then give you feedback, first of all, if you can directly apply to our university or if you need to visit a Studienkolleg, which is some sort of preparatory college first. I think there have also been some questions regarding this aspect in the FAQ section. We'll get to that later on. If you want to study in a master's program, you need to have finished a bachelor's program in a relevant field of study. And you have to apply to our university, of course, usually with all the documents mentioned before, so the language certificate and the VPD. It is not possible to apply to our university first to get the admission and then to submit missing documents. So you need to finish your studies, for example, the bachelor studies before being admitted to a master's program here. You can see a link over there. I think Miriam can also share this link here with the webpage with information for degree-seeking students. There you will find more details regarding, for example, the language certificates we accept, or also the VPD document and how the online application works. So maybe just have a look at this website and you can read everything there in detail.
Yeah, you just have to click on the red button just on top of the presentation.
Okay, so I think Miriam, you wanted to tell us about the costs of studying here.
Right, so we've had the fact that you have to pay independent of which study program you do. If you come as an exchange or as a normal degree-seeking student, you have to pay a semester fee each semester, which currently amounts to 85 euros at the campus Weihenstephan and 67 euros at Triesdorf campus. These are the current fees. They might each term rise a little just due to inflation, as you know. Tuition fees are only charged for students from non-EU countries in the one program, International Master of Landscape Architecture, and it amounts to 750 euros per semester. Prospective international students can apply for a scholarship from numerous organizations. Please, for this, see the DAAD website, or more specifically, its scholarship database. There you will find a lot of different scholarships, and you can choose the one which is relevant for your field and for your individual case. This is not a program. These are not programs that are offered at our university, and we want to add that full scholarships that cover all your costs of studying are rather an exception. So it's quite rare that you really can cover all the costs with a DAAD scholarship. You can also apply to other scholarships that are directly offered from our university, from the HSWT, and they are, of course, a little bit smaller. They don't cover the entire costs of living, but it's highly relevant, and you are always free to apply for it. You will find them also on our institution's website. There are the Erasmus Plus scholarships on the one hand, then a scholarship called PROMOS, and a third one, which is IDHS, which is especially offered for international students. And well, what could we say about the amount, the monthly sum, Ramona? In between.
Yeah, this depends a bit
depends on the scholarship.
So the scholarships from our university are usually smaller scholarships. I think the maximum is 300 euros per semester, per month, or more likely about 1,000 euros per semester. So if you really need a bigger scholarship, then have a look at the DAD scholarship database, where you have
just to give you an impression.
Better scholarships, let's say it like that.
Yeah, it's a bit more like, I would say, pocket money for your studies, and you should also make sure that you can cover the costs of living, like your rent and of course what you need to get your food, etc. Okay, then let's go to our role in this complex process. As an international office, we of course offer counseling and overall support to our international students before their stay in Germany, but also during your stay. So you can always come and ask us if you need something, and we will also help you with finding accommodation and getting everything ready for your stay here. We are also, we want to create a study environment for you that allows integration and a successful completion of your studies. So if there are any problems regarding this, then also feel free to come by, to write a mail and get in touch. Of course, we want to strengthen all of our students' knowledge and intercultural skills to prepare them for jobs in an international working environment. We also offer courses, soft skill courses here at our university. And as a student of our university, you are also free to get into these courses, take part and learn on, how you can be successful in an international working environment. And as we've already said, we also administer and allocate different funding programs. I mentioned 3 of them, which you find on the website, and scholarships. Okay, I think that was the most important about our university. The 2 campuses, you always have to differ between Triesdorf on the one hand and Weihenstephan on the other hand. So if you are interested in a program, first of all, look up, where is this program offered? Do I really want to go there? And yeah, we thank you for your attention and we look forward to seeing you. And now I think we have time to answer the questions in the chat. You activate the models? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's just start with the questions in the chat. I think some of those questions have already been answered individually, but maybe we'll just start again, and in the worst case, you get 2 answers for the questions. So the bioengineering course, well, we have a master's program called Biotechnology Bioengineering. This is taught in German, which means that you would need to present a German language certificate at B2 level when applying for the program. Okay, so it's a second question regarding the job perspectives and the cooperation with the LFL. So, well, as I've said, we have several cooperations. This refers to the Weihenstephan campus, this question. This does not necessarily mean that all our students afterwards can go on to work there, but we get a deep insight into their research. For example, we have professors from the LFL or other institutions teaching at our university. We have students who do an internship at those institutions, who write their bachelor's or master's thesis there. And of course, well, in theory, you also have to have the option to go there after graduation and to work there afterwards. But I would say that's not the standard way. So that we have cooperations with several state institutions here in Weihenstephan does not necessarily mean that well, all our students or a lot of our students really get a job there. But it's always an add-on that you have a closer contact with the persons working there, and that those still might be useful for the program. So I hope this answers your questions more or less.
If not, you can write another question in the chat, please. Okay, next one. I try to answer it. So where do the students take internships on food specialties? So I don't know if you know specific companies. Of course, you do your practical term in a company and you have to look for this company yourself, but there is a database on our website where you can look up where other students have already done their internships, also in this field of food. Ramona, can you recommend any specific companies?
So I think it also depends a bit on your exact degree program. So it might be a company working more in the food processing sector, or also more in food production, for example, working more really in the fields in agriculture. It depends really on which program in particular you're studying and maybe which specialization in this program.
Yeah, and you
And
should
maybe also on your background or your plans for the future.
Yeah, you should know where you want to go, and then you can also get in touch with the lecturers. They often give you, well, very good hints, and they can probably recommend something. Okay.
Okay, so here, no, unfortunately, we do not have a program in medical engineering. I think the closest we have is the Masters in Biotechnology and Bioengineering.
What Studienkolleg can you recommend? I don't have experience with Studienkollegs.
So usually, Ukrainian students need to attend a Studienkolleg before studying at a German university if they come directly from college. Then for universities of applied sciences in Bavaria, we usually recommend the Studienkolleg in Coburg, which is the one which is officially in charge of applicants for universities of applied sciences in Bavaria. But also, if you choose to go to a different Studienkolleg somewhere in Germany, this certificate will also be accepted later on when applying to our university.
I wrote the name in the chat.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then we had this question regarding the prices in the cities. Miriam already has said a bit about Triesdorf. Freising is more expensive than Triesdorf, definitely. So Freising is a student city, and it's also very close to Munich, and Munich is a very expensive city. So if we talk about accommodation in Freising, I think if you manage to get a room in a student hall of residence, then it's about 300, 350 euros, which is really the cheapest you can get in Freising and around. If you go to Munich, I would say you can easily pay double only for the accommodation.
Right.
And
then
housing is a bit, hard to find in Freising and Munich, so really apply for the student hall of residence. If that doesn't work out, then you have to look for private accommodation, but it will be a lot more expensive in Freising and Weihenstephan than in Triesdorf.
Right, and talking about specific prices, I would say that in Triesdorf you find accommodation for about 200, up to 300 euros monthly rent, of course, but you can also find something more expensive, of course. The cheapest might be slightly under 200 if you find a room in a student accommodation, but I have to tell you that there are no university student halls, so we don't have any rooms, and you have to look for private accommodation in the village around. So this might be a bit more difficult in the beginning, but there are lots of websites where you find the offers, and usually everybody finds accommodation here. It's not as busy as in the area of Munich.
Okay, so I think Ludmila, you might have...
You need to help us.
Я їх kann antworten. Шановні студенти, це стосується, напевно, онлайн-семестру. Коротенько можу сказати, чи пояснити вам, що під час онлайн-семестру ми пропонуємо предмети як українською, так і англійською мовами. І в залежності від того, які предмети ви обираєте до навчання, вам потім ви повинні пред'явити нам цей мовний сертифікат. Тобто, якщо ви обираєте до вивчення англійські предмети, то вам потрібно надати нам, що ви потрібні володіти англійською мовою на рівні не нижче B1, відповідно до загальноєвропейських рекомендацій з мовної освіти. І якщо ви обираєте до навчання українські предмети, то ви повинні бути носієм української мови. І це також на рівні B1. Я думаю, сертифікат. Наступне питання я також відповіла. Дякую.
Okay, next one.
Ich habe schon geantwortet.
Okay, both of them. Thank you.
Okay, then let's get to this question. This refers to the tuition fee. Well, usually at our university you do not have to pay tuition fee. There is only one program with tuition fees, which is the International Master of Landscape Architecture. And this is because this program is taught in cooperation with a second university in Germany, which is located in a different state of Germany. And in this other state, all international students have to pay tuition fees. In that case, the whole administrative process is done by our partner university, the Nürtingen-Geislingen University of Applied Sciences. So application is done via this university, and they are also, well, in charge of the whole process with the tuition fees. I know that there are possibilities to be exempt from the tuition fee payment, but I'm not sure who exactly can apply for this. As far as I know, usually if you come to Germany as a refugee, you do not have to pay those tuition fees. And currently for Ukrainian students, it is, well, I would say easy to get the refugee status in Germany. But this is something you would have to look into in detail together with the partner university. So if you're interested in this program and this would apply to you, then just send us an email and I will try to find out and then get back to you.
Okay.
Mhm.
As far as I can see, we've answered all questions from the chat. And we are also close to 2 o'clock German time, 3 o'clock Kiev time. So now last chance to type something in the chat. If there are no more questions, I'm also happy to give you our email address, internationaloffice@hswt.de. So if you have any other questions, feel free to contact the international office, and one of us or one of our colleagues will get back to you as soon as possible.